Welcome to Doing Time with Joe. I'm your host, Joe Baker, back with another episode for y'all. Today, I'm going to be talking about Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, the fight. I'm sure you saw it on ESPN or whoever leaked that video. We're going to be talking about that. I'm going to get in a little detail about the psychological aspects of that and what we should be taking from that. But before I get into that, I want to thank everybody for listening to the show. I appreciate all the support. Anytime you download the show, share it with your friends on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And keep your eyes out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming out with my YouTube page in about a month. And I hope that you enjoy it and subscribe to it, okay? So let's just jump right into that issue that Draymond Green and Jordan Poole got into. The other day, there was a video leaked from practice where Draymond Green punched and knocked out Jordan Poole, just knocked him straight out, right? So I found myself in a conversation with my nephew. He's 13 years old, going on 14, basketball player, football player, phenomenal talent. It's going to be somebody that you should be looking out for. I got into a conversation with him and his mother about it, right? And, you know, all three of us agreed that in some aspects that Draymond Green is a bully. He likes to bully his way around the court. And my nephew was a little bit more vocal. He said that Draymond Green plays dirty, right? Now, I've always liked Draymond Green as a player, the Golden State Warriors as a team. You know what I mean? I've always liked anybody to knock LeBron off, right? But don't get it wrong, I like LeBron too. I respect his numbers, you know what I'm saying? I got to keep it real. I'm not a hater, you know what I mean? But let's get into this idea, this theory that it takes you having to put your hands on another grown man to motivate them to bring out the best in them, right? Didn't agree with it when Michael Jordan did it to Steve Kerr and his other teammates. I don't agree with it now when Draymond Green does it to Jordan Poole. Any player that believes that they have to put in it, let me put it like this, not even a player, because I want to broaden this conversation to include anybody. Anybody that believes that they have to put their hands on another grown man, another grown adult to motivate them to be the best they can be has got a wrong idea of what it means to be a person that motivates people, right? When you use negative energy, like that's what I call negative energy, violence. When you use negative energy to motivate somebody, the only thing you're going to get out of that is a negative result. Let's say that Jordan Poole comes out and plays and has the best season of his career next season. Will people say that it was because Draymond Green hit him and knocked him out? No, they're not going to say that. They're going to say that it's because of his work ethic, right? Draymond Green cannot and should not be given any credit for trying to say that he was motivating him and his other teammates with violence to be the best that they can be. That is what you call a bully, ladies and gentlemen. If we don't accept that in our schools, dealing with our kids, if we don't accept that in abusive relationships, why should we accept that when it comes to somebody that's in a professional career? We shouldn't. I'm just surprised at some of the comments that I've been hearing on TV and mainly in here from other guys that believe that that's cool, that's acceptable, or it's funny. It's really nothing funny about it, but I trip out when I hear people talk about, man, that's just what it is. That goes on all the time in professional sports. It probably does. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, is it right? We have to get to that point to where we don't accept violence as a way to motivate or encourage somebody to do good. Now, think about it like this. What if we had a man and a woman in a relationship and the man, I'm going to use the man because most of the time it's the man on the woman, right? And there are some women abusers now too, don't get it twisted. But for the sake of this conversation, let's just say that the man is abusing the woman and he says as his defense in court that I was just doing that because I love her and I wanted her to be the best she could be. Would we accept that? I don't think so. I don't think anybody would accept that logic. And they would send that person to prison, rightly so, right? Rightly so. But at the end of the day, when something like that happens with our professional careers, our celebrities, the people that we look up to, most people will say, man, that's just what happens. Well, if you accept it on that level, then you should accept it on all levels. If you don't accept it on that level, you shouldn't accept it on any level. Just wanted to drop that on y'all real quick, give you something to think about. If you got any comments or concerns or questions about what I just said, hit me up in my email at doingtimewithjoet@gmail.com, or you can hit the message button on the podcast and leave me a message so I can share with the other listeners about what you think about it. If you agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. Let me hear from you, okay? This has been another episode of Doing Time with Joe, the crime critic. Peace, y'all.